Cheers.
Are we back?
Oh yeah, we've been away for a while.
Here's the thing, okay? We have made 2 videos. 2. One of which is a Jeff and John video, which I must say, awesome, since our last video, but someone has refused to put anything up.
I've been busy with stuff, and maybe we'll talk about the fun stuff I've been doing. But my computer has been. I've felt
so long that I'm all grizzled again. Look at this.
You were grizzled before, just not physically. But I insisted that we make a video for Survivor Series.
This is our Survivor Series predictions.
Because
we haven't done a predictions video.
I have been
a couple months.
Extraordinarily excited about this one. Probably more excited about Survivor Series than I have been for a pay-per-view in ages. Why, Scott? Why?
Why, Scott? Why?
2 words.
Wait, but...
No, 2 more words. John Cena. There, I said it. I feel...
That's like taboo.
I feel that whatever... Okay, so this is... Let me just explain.
Please.
Number 1, if they go the route that Cena says he's going to go, call it down the middle, Wade Barrett... I assume Wade Barrett would win. Cena gets released. Boring. Waste of time, quite frankly, in my opinion.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? You mean Wade Barrett will lose, Cena will get released?
No. My thought is that Cena's not going to be... He's not leaving the television set. He will always be on TV.
So the only logical choice here is for Barrett to win.
For Barrett to win, and Cena to either come out of the match as a good guy, come out of the match as a bad guy. The way he's talking now, he's going to come out of the match as a good guy, which, as I was saying, boring.
Yes.
But I just cannot fathom a world in which Cena is a heel. I mean, did you see that?
It's happened before.
That promo. Well, but the current environment, it just seems... You can't write on that. Write on that. I got more paper.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, I see.
You see, it's a nifty clipboard.
It's a full idiot. But, I got lost. Cena, Barrett.
Yes, as a heel.
On Monday night, the promo that he did when he was in the ring with Rowdy Roddy, who I just worship, who was amazing.
That was a good promo.
And Cena looked like he was crying, because I've been thinking to myself, if Cena turns heel at the end of this Barrett match, that means probably he's been in with the Nexus the whole time, and he's just been pretending to
finally put the shirt on.
Right.
Finally.
Ooh, it might be a sign. Mm-hmm. But that means he's been lying to all of us this whole time, and that means that tearful promo was all a crock. And I thought, my God, that would be...
clever.
It would be clever, but I just could not imagine them going with that.
So is that what we're discussing now? Orton versus Barrett? Are we going to go and discuss that first?
Sure.
Okay.
And I really don't know. It would be wonderful if he turned heel and has been lying to and screwing all of us.
From what I have heard...
I haven't heard anything. I've been off.
From what I've heard, the company is McMahon in particular is very high on Barrett right now. Even more so than Sheamus, who, they viewed as their top heel on Raw. Now all of a sudden they're viewing Barrett as the top heel on Raw, and they're very high on him. And I think it's possible. I mean, I've never seen someone come into the company this fast and win the WWE Championship, but it very well may happen.
And what about Sheamus?
Sheamus didn't do it quite as fast as Barrett has.
But I think Barrett is head and shoulders above Sheamus in terms
of
talent.
Let's view it like this. I mean, let's look at it like this, okay? This is going back right here. This is throwing some of my knowledge out at you.
Okay.
The Undertaker made his debut at the Survivor Series. A year later, at the following Survivor Series, he won his first WWE Championship against Hulk Hogan. And people thought that was, crazy. He did it so quickly. Barrett could do it in even less time at Survivor Series, which, has been known as a screwy pay-per-view because of, the whole Montreal screwjob thing.
Oh.
That happened at Survivor Series. So, I mean, I think it's possible. I think we really could see Barrett win it. And I do see the possibility of a Cena swerve. I hope it happens. Personally.
Another possibility that went through my mind as I was driving home yesterday, because I really have nothing else to think about. Now, thank you for coughing on me and into my coffee. That's just wonderful.
I thought so too.
Cold
as I was doing it.
So Barrett could win. Cena could cleanly. Cena could call it down the middle. Cena gets fired. Well, then Cena goes away. Who knows where he would go? But what if Cena comes back to reclaim his dominance at WrestleMania? What if they draw it out like that?
I hope not.
Thought that came to mind.
That's boring.
So several ways to go.
Boring.
Less boring than Cena. I don't remember what the deal is. Oh yeah, it's less boring than Wade Barrett winning cleanly and see. Okay, let's.
No,
move
that
on.
won't happen. It won't be a
set
clean win. Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Next, Kane versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I kind of wanted to make a video all about Paul Bearer and what this means. I feel that the whole
means.
I don't think I didn't study.
Like the planetarium.
Did I study?
You kind of did.
Anyway, what does this mean? I just feel like Paul Bearer, and I'm just going to I'll just say this. The whole Kane storyline feels like a throwback. It feels like something...
Ooh. No, that's good. Go.
Am I right? Just the whole... I just feel that professional wrestling, fake, we're all fine with that, but they do seem to, in the years since I've been watching, and it seems like for a few years before that, they've kind of filtered out all of the fake stuff, that it just kind of feels like a more natural, more real event. Bringing in Paul Bearer, who is a over-the-top character, who I think is a really talented guy.
You're talking about like the whole powers thing and the urn thing
that
and all of that.
And then just playing the music and having the light shine on Kane, and it just seems so theatrical, more over the top than it's been lately. And I don't know if I love that. So as a result, I wouldn't. I think maybe it would be nice to draw this to a close.
Here's the thing that I have with it. I mean, they gave Kane the belt for the feud with the Undertaker. I mean, that was the whole point of it. That's why they gave it to him. That's why they set the whole thing up. That has passed. Taker's gone. He could miss WrestleMania, by the way, which saddens me. But that's over, and now we move on to this new thing. So it's kind of like, okay, what is next for Kane? I will say, however, the whole point of that was for the feud with the Undertaker, and now he's moved on to a feud with Edge. Which, I mean, I won't lie. I mean, I haven't really watched a lot of SmackDown. It really hasn't excited me, hasn't enticed me in any way. I don't know how I feel about them giving the belt to Edge. I love Edge, but
I will say this quickly.
I think it's toss-up.
Whenever you're finished, I have a...
Am I allowed to talk? I'm allowed to talk, aren't I?
My point...
See, he gets so mad because he wants to sit here and hog the camera, and anytime I want to go on a little rant, no, can't do that. Got to stop talking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I feel horribly ashamed. My only problem with this is Edge, and we'll talk about this in another feud that's farther down the card that he's written down. Edge has so quickly burst onto the scene, and this story to me is so short, unless I'm mistaken, because I myself have gotten a little backed up on my SmackDown watching. It seems like it's only been a couple of weeks since Edge has staked his claim on the title, or however you say it. So I would say, if for no other reason than to just extend this a little more, to give it a little more meaning.
They've done things like that in the past. I can remember...
So I'm just going to go ahead and say Kane right now.
No, I mean, I can remember when Orton won his first championship. It was against Chris Benoit, and it was a kind of a thrown-together feud, and he won the belt. It kind of came out of nowhere and surprised people. Same thing with JBL. When he won his first WWE championship, it was against Eddie Guerrero.
I feel like Edge has had
very quickly
so many
thrown
of those.
Well, that's the difference here.
Does anybody remember the beeper from years ago?
Years
I found
ago.
it, and I thought the battery died. Okay. So what do you say, Edge or King?
Edge.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, next is LayCool, that is Michelle McCool and Layla, versus Natalya for the Divas Championship.
I'm going to say LayCool.
I guess we have to call it that.
Layla, which one?
It's both of them. It's a 2-on-1 handicap
right.
match. Which is absurd to me.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, LayCool seems to be on a roll of some sort. I'm not saying I love it, but it's there. I'm going to go with LayCool.
I'll agree. I think they're holding out for the possibility of maybe a Trish Stratus, maybe a Lita, maybe or Beth Phoenix even. Someone to really come along and take the place, because I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, LayCool, they do their job, or they do it well. People hate them, You know, they're heels for the
But
wrong.
thank God they haven't done that microphone thing.
God. They're heels for the wrong reasons, but I mean, it still works. You know, you're meant to be hated, and people hate you. I mean, the only difference is people legitimately hate them. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I at least like
works.
Layla enough that Michelle doesn't bother me
I can't
as much as she would if she were.
stand either one of them.
Okay, moving on.
Next up, we have Justin Gabriel, Mr. Full 50 Splash, in Slider versus Santino and
Although he
Kozlov.
was backstage, I don't know if it was this past week or the week before, and his backstage, or maybe it was SmackDown. Either way, his talking backstage was not. It wasn't quite so bad. Just seemed more natural.
Sounds like Al Gore. I'm
So
sorry.
Santino and Kozlov, where are they going with the title? I almost feel if Santino and Kozlov get it, it's a transition. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I keep thinking of the Hart Dynasty, but they're gone. I mean, they're broken up, and they're not the champions.
Right.
Channels.
The channels. They're not the channels anymore. When I saw, I didn't even know this was on the card. When I saw it and I wrote it down, I was like, really? But I mean, it's nice to see Santino on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to win though.
If they win, it's only to give it to the Usos. So the Usos.
The whole tag team division is a joke. I'm sorry.
They've got the Usos and
And
they've got
that's
the
it.
Hearts. Well,
Who have
but-
broke it up.
well, I forgot about that. But those two are at least serious contenders. Moving on. Oh, who do you say?
I'm gonna go with Gabriel and Slater.
Yeah, I guess I will too.
All right, next up, Jomo
No. So,
versus Sheamus.
okay, here's what I say. Same thing as the Edge thing. It has been so quick, the unfolding of this story. Well, it hasn't been quick. In the Edge sense, it's quick. In the Jomo sense, he has done so little. So for this feud, I think a Sheamus win would bring it to... No, I'm sorry. A Jomo win would end this feud. Well, it hasn't really been a feud. John Morrison has just been running out for about 10 seconds for the past month. Mm-hmm. That's why I say if Sheamus wins
Well, they
it...
had that match. I mean, they had a match. Oh God, it was. Man, it's been months ago. Before Night of Champions. You remember that? They had a match where he had to beat Sheamus in order to take Jericho's spot. It was a good match, by the way. Go back and rewatch it.
I'll have
if
to
you
look
haven't
that
seen
up. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
This whole feud is over the Santino deal.
Right.
Which has been since that.
Right.
So anyway, I say Sheamus to win only because I hope we'll be able to see at least another month of this feud. And it'll be resolved next month or the month after. I assume it's just one more month. But that's my guess.
I'm
Sheamus.
going to go the alternate route.
Oh, no.
I'm going to say that this is not the end of the feud, but I'm going to say that Morrison wins Sunday night because
Who is my face? You don't know? If anybody can name that face, it might not be as good as I think it is.
I'm going to say Morrison will win Sunday night because they're going to extend the feud, and then the following month, Sheamus will then win, so that he can
ultimately prevail.
So that he can ultimately prevail and brag, because he'll throw back to the whole Triple H thing, and then Triple H will come back and beat the crap out of him. That's what I say, because it was the same deal with the Triple H feud. Triple H won at first, Sheamus dominated in the end, yada yada blah blah blah. I say a similar situation happens. And then finally, it's the traditional Survivor Series match, like we didn't just see one of these on the last pay-per-view or anything. Mysterio, Kingston, Chris Masters, Big Show, and MVP versus Del Rio, Tyler Rex, Drew McIntyre, Jack Swagger, and Cody
Say
Rhodes.
this about Tyler Rex.
Basically a bunch of guys that really no one cares about.
The beeper disagrees. I would like to see Tyler Rex. I have not seen him since his return. I saw him when he was in that, when he was on Raw representing somebody or other, SmackDown.
SmackDown.
But I haven't seen him. I don't even know what they're doing with him. He's a heel now, I guess.
Yeah.
But every week that I watch it, I tune in thinking I gotta see Rex. But I'd like to see.
I say that the biggest problem that I have with this whole thing is no Daniel Bryan. I take offense to that.
These are all SmackDowners, though.
Are they? Yeah, I guess they are, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Actually, they're all SmackDowners. That doesn't really make any sense now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Chris Masters. I mean,
I'm going with Cody Rhodes
to win the whole thing.
Sure, why not?
No, I'm gonna go with I don't know. I'll go with Mysterio to win the whole thing. Mysterio and Big Show to win the whole thing.
Wait, 2?
Yes, you can have 2 people on one team finish.
Oh, I get it.
It's an elimination match.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, honestly, it's another kind of thrown together match. It's kind of
Okay, so here, down the list.
down the list we have
I say Barrett.
I say Barrett,
I say Kane.
I say Edge,
I say LayCool.
I say LayCool,
I say Slater. Gabriel.
I say Slater and Gabriel,
I say Sheamus.
I say Morrison,
I say Rhodes.
I say Mysterio and Big Show.
So that's that, and we're gonna have in the very near future a new contest because we've made more money. We've made about $9 more,
Which will buy you a lot of junk.
I know, and
That will
Jay,
take about 4 months to get
No,
to.
we're gonna learn our lesson. I feel utterly ashamed of myself yet again in this video, twice in one video. So that's that. Survivor Series 2010, and we'll talk. Oh, JR was back, and that was happy.
That was. Did anybody else feel? I mean, I'm old, so I'm going to show you my age here, but I felt like I was 10 years old watching that show the other night. I was like, wow, just the whole feel of it, the graphics, the old WWF logo, which I love so much. I'm going to buy one of those shirts, by the way.
I'm gonna buy one of those hats.
I don't want a hat. I want a shirt. But I thought it was
Why
great.
do we have to ruin everything that I like?
You want a pencil or a pen in the eye?
We're gonna go. We'll talk to you very soon. Adios.
Peace, everybody.